When most people think of Swansea, they think of a city or the beach. But to see the true Swansea, we need to go to the top of the valley and follow the river all the way down. And this is why this video starts here at Abercrave. This is the head of the Tawe. This is where the Swansea Canal ended. Everything that made Swansea an industrial powerhouse began with what left here. Abercrave was an anthracite mining village. The main colliery opened as a drift mine in 1872 and worked the rich seams under Ynyscedwyn. At its height, hundreds of men sent high-quality coal down the canal and later the railway. But for nearly a century, this quiet village at the head of the valley helped the industries that made Swansea famous. Just below Abercrave sits Caerbont, a quiet village today, but part of the same story. The men who lived here walked to the drift mines under Ynyscedwyn, sending coal down the valley. Caerbont grew as the collieries expanded in the late 1800s. When the pits finally closed, the village stayed, a living reminder of one of the communities that once powered the entire Tawe Valley from the very top. Next, we drop into Ystradgynlais, the biggest town in the upper end of the valley. This town grew in the 1800s. Houses spread across the valley floor and up the hillside as iron and coal pulled thousands of workers into the area. Ystradgynlais became the industrial heart of the upper Tawe, a place built on fire, coal and the river that carried it all south. This area grew around the Ynyscedwyn Ironworks, one of the oldest industrial sites on the Tawe. Iron had been made here since the early 1600s, but everything changed in 1830. Until then, the local anthracite coal was hard to use for making iron. Then George Crane and his manager David Thomas successfully adapted the new hot blast process here at Ynyscedwyn. Then, for the first time, anthracite could be used efficiently in the furnaces. That breakthrough transformed the works, and the town of Ystradgynlais grew rapidly around it. Next, we come to Ystlyfera. This is one of the new industrial towns that grew up after the Swansea Canal arrived. In 1838, the ironworks began here. Within a few years, it had expanded dramatically. At its height, there were 11 blast furnaces built into the side of the valley. By the 1850s, Ystlyfera claimed to have the largest tinplate works in the world. For a long time, this stretch of the Tawe was pure industry. Fire, smoke and metal, all powered by the coal and the canal that ran through it. As we travel through this part of the valley, I'd like to pause and pay respects to the miners who lost their lives here. The most recent was in 2011 at Gleision Colliery, just on the left of the hillside here, where 4 men never come home. Their memory remains part of this area and should never be forgotten. Just below Ystlyfera, we pass through Ynysmeudwy, The canal still runs clearly here, with the canal locks and the old lock cottage. Now we reach Pontardawe, the heart of a mid-Tawe. Tinplate works stood right beside the canal, locks, wharves and a town that grew almost overnight. For years this was a key manufacturing and transport hub, where coal and metal products moved south on their way to Swansea. From the quiet head of the valley at Abercrave, through Ystradgynlais, Ystlyfera, and now we've reached Pontardawe. But this story doesn't end here, because further down the valley it opens into world famous copper works that turn Swansea into Copperopolis. If you enjoyed this journey, give a video a like, leave a comment and subscribe so you don't miss the next one, where we head into Copperopolis. See you there.